Life is never easy. Sometimes the world stands against you, as if it wants to prove your very existence wrong. But history tells us one truth. Those who never gave up are the ones who changed the world. Today, we'll discover the stories of 5 Americans who turned poverty, rejection, loneliness, and tears into empires of success. Their stories are more than just stories. They are lessons for life. 1. Steve Jobs, from rejection to the king of technology. Steve Jobs' life began with uncertainty. Right after his birth, his mother gave him up for adoption. From childhood, he was rebellious. He never liked to follow rules. As a young man, he dropped out of college because he couldn't afford the tuition fees. But his mind was filled with extraordinary ideas. Ideas about how technology could change the world. In a small garage, he and his friend created Apple. But soon, the very company he built with his own hands fired him. The same company that he founded kicked him out. Yet, Jobs didn't give up. He built new companies, Next and Pixar. Pixar went on to create the world's first computer-animated film, Toy Story. Years later, Apple called him back, and from that moment, a new era began. The era of the iPhone, iPad, and MacBook. Steve Jobs proved one timeless truth. Greater than, sometimes, life's hardest hits become the beginning of your greatest success. 2. Oprah Winfrey, from poverty to global greatness. Oprah was born into one of the poorest families in America. As a child, she faced abuse and often went to bed hungry. At one point, people told her, "You'll never be on TV. Your face isn't right for the audience." But Oprah believed in the power of her own voice. She started working at a small local radio station. One day, a producer heard her speak and realized this voice had the power to touch millions of hearts. Step by step, Oprah made her way into television and created one of the most iconic shows in history, The Oprah Winfrey Show. Her show reached hundreds of millions of viewers, and her words transformed countless lives. Today, Oprah is a billionaire, but she still says, "I never wanted money. I wanted to touch people's hearts." 3. Chris Gardner, from sleeping on the streets to becoming a millionaire. There was a time when Chris Gardner had nothing. He spent nights on the streets with his little son. No food, no home, only faith kept him alive. By day, he searched for work. By night, he held his son close and slept on the sidewalk. In his eyes burned a single dream: to become someone no one could ever ignore. One day, he got an opportunity to intern at a stock brokerage firm. He worked without pay, never missed a day, and gave it his all. Eventually, he earned a full-time job, and step by step, built his success. Today, Chris Gardner is a successful entrepreneur and motivational speaker. His inspiring journey became the basis for the famous movie, The Pursuit of Happiness, starring Will Smith. Chris once said, "When you refuse to give up, success has no choice but to knock on your door." 4. Sylvester Stallone, from rejected actor to the hero of Rocky. Sylvester Stallone grew up in the poor neighborhoods of New York. One side of his face was paralyzed at birth, and because of that, no one wanted to cast him in movies. He went to hundreds of producers, but every single one told him, "You'll never be a hero." So, he decided to write his own destiny. Stallone wrote a script called Rocky. Producers wanted to buy the script, but they refused to let him play the lead role. Stallone said, "No, if I'm not in it, this story has no meaning." Eventually, he got his chance and played Rocky Balboa himself. The film became one of the greatest sports movies of all time, inspiring millions around the world. And even today, people remember his legendary line, "It ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward." 5. Colonel Sanders, a new beginning at 65. The life of Colonel Harland Sanders is nothing short of unbelievable. He tried countless jobs, train conductor, salesman, cook, but success always seemed out of reach. At the age of 65, with only his pension in hand, he made a bold decision to share his special fried chicken recipe with the world. He visited more than 1,000 restaurants, offering to sell his recipe, and every single one turned him down. But Sanders never gave up. Finally, one restaurant owner said yes, and from that moment, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, was born. Today, KFC stands in nearly every major city on Earth, and the smiling face of Colonel Sanders has become its global symbol. He proved an eternal truth. Greater than age is just a number. Dreams don't have a deadline. These 5 extraordinary people proved one timeless truth. No matter how hard life gets, no matter how many times you fall, if you have the courage to rise again, then one day, success itself will bow before you. They teach us that failure is not the end. It's the beginning of a new story. You, me, all of us face obstacles in life. But if we truly believe in ourselves, then one day, we too can write our own chapter in history. Final message. No one is born with a success story. Those who refuse to give up become a part of one. Like, subscribe, and share, because your one click can spread inspiration.